In this video, let us learn RESTful API automation on Fakestore API. So this can be achieved by using Playwright. Playwright test comes with the built-in request fixture that is responsible for sending the request to a server. So by using Playwright, we can perform RESTful API automation. On any API we can able to perform. In this particular video, we can consider Fakestore API. So first we'll open the browser and search for Fakestore API. So it provides a URL. So in this particular URL, so just scroll down. So we can able to see the products. There are some 20 products are available. Just click on this particular link. So here we can able to see the product URL. We can able to see. Copy this particular product URL. Either you can able to copy from this one or some other website also we can able to refer for. So here we can able to see there are 20 products are available with respect to this particular get request. But one observation here, why this particular JSON output has formatted, because I have already installed JSON Weaver extension on Chrome browser. Because of that reason, it was displaying in a it is displaying in a well formatted approach. So now we can try to automate one by one scenario. So first case one. Case 1, display a specific product and validate it. So how we can able to display a specific product? Again, go to browser. So better we can suppose if I want to display the product number called 5. How we can able to display means 5 or 4 or 3. So select this particular URL, provide 5. Now it will display the fifth product alone. So now we can try to automate the same scenario by using our Playwright. So for that purpose, open the VS Code and go to test, create a Playwright test, that is products API .spec.js. Yes, the file we have created. Now we need to import require require. So now we need to provide Playwright test. That is test comma expect. So first we need to write the first test. The same thing we can provide here. Display, what is the case name? Display a specific product and validate it. Comma async. So we need to use fixture here. Request is our fixture. So now we need to provide await request.get. We need to provide the endpoint. The endpoint is we can able to get from our browser. So this always returns response. RESPONS. It always returns a response. Once after we are getting the response, by using response we can able to extract the JSON. So how we can able to extract the JSON? Response dot JSON. So we can call the JSON method. It returns the constant JSON response. It returns a constant JSON response. Now we can print the JSON response now. We can print the JSON response. Now once after printing the JSON response, from this particular JSON response, we can able to extract either ID or title or price or description, anything we can able to extract. In this example, I would like to extract JSON response dot ID. I would like to store this one in a, so which one means product ID is equal to. Now we can try to print the product ID. Product ID. So once after printing the product ID, we can able to validate whether the status is 200 or not, because get request always provides a status called 200. That one we need to validate. How we can able to validate? Expect await response dot status response dot status of dot to be and just provide 200. This indicates which one? The status always should be 200. Then only it will become pass. Save this one. Now we can try to run this particular request now. How we can able to run npx playwright tests. The source, the test case name is products api.spec.js. Now if we can try to run it, it should provide the JSON response and it's supposed to provide the product ID and it has to become a pass. So now it's telling. So what is the error message it's telling? There are no tests found. So what is the purpose? It is telling no tests found means because I have given a spelling mistake. SCPC. Actually it is a spec. I need to refactor this particular one. Rename. So I supposed to provide spec file. Spec SPEC spec. Okay, now try to run the same test one more time. So now it has to provide the JSON response along with which one? JSON, the product ID is supposed to provide. So it was providing the error message now. So what is the purpose? It is providing the error message. So we can't able to use await at here. We should use as a constant. Save this particular changes and again make it as a clear. So once after getting clear, again we can run this particular test now. So we are fixing the errors and parallelly we are running. So now we can check now. Yes, it was provided the JSON response perfectly and the product ID is 5. So you can cross check with respect to your browser. What is the title? The title is John Hardy, okay, Woman's Legend something. It was displaying. Or better we can go with okay, jewelry. Category is jewelry. Here we can able to see which one category is jewelry. So the same product we can able to display. So this is the first case. Second case, case 2. Here we need to identify case 2. Find number of products available in products API. So we need to find out number of products available in the products API. You can make sure we can able to identify the count of products. So in a simplest way, we can able to say count of products. So how we can able to achieve this particular one? So here you don't need to go with for a specific product. We have to prefer for all the products. So go to browser. Here we have a endpoint called all the products. So we can start writing the one more test now. Test So what is the test case name? Find number of products available in products API or Fakestore products API. So we can write a test. Comma we supposed to write a fixture. It is the async. Our fixture name is request. We supposed to write an arrow function here. So now we can run the same thing. Await request.get. So we need to provide the get endpoint, but this endpoint provides a list of products. This endpoint provides a list of products. So we can able to store it in a response, a particular variable called response. It is going to store it in a response. From response, we can able to get the JSON. So since it has a multiple products, it always returns the array of JSON only. So constant JSON response. Since it is a array of JSON, so we can able to use for loop for let product of JSON request. So now we can try to print log product. Instead of printing the product, we would like to print number of products are available. So how we can able to display? Let count equal to 0. Now we can increment the count. Count is equal to count plus 1. So here we supposed to write log number of products available is count. So now afterwards we can able to validate. So expect await response dot status of to be 200. So before validating the response status, first we need to display the number of products available. So currently there are two test cases are available. I would like to run the current one. That's the reason I would like to provide dot only. Save this one. Again run this particular test. So it should provide the number of count is the respective count it's supposed to provide. So what is the count? Number of products available are 20. Yes, the test become pass and it's telling the number of products available are 20. So we can cross check our file. So whether the number of products are 20, yes, it is 20 only. So our output has provided appropriate result. Means our test has provided appropriate result. So one more case. Case 3, display all available titles from each product. So display, better we can simplify. Display each title from each product. So this is the test we are supposed to write. So again go to VS Code. So it means that with respect to our endpoint products, so we need to display this particular title and this particular title for this object, this title. In this way, we are supposed to display only for the title. So how we can able to do means test dot only, because we are planning to execute only for this particular test. For that purpose, the previous one we can remove it. Now we need to use the request fixture. We need to use, and it should be the arrow function or test case. The playwright, each test case should be represented as an arrow function. First, we are supposed to write await request dot get. So we need to provide the endpoint. We're supposed to provide the endpoint here. So this always returns response. By using this particular response, we can extract the JSON response dot JSON. It returns a JSON representation. So constant JSON response is equal to. Now from this particular JSON response, we are supposed to display only for the title. For that purpose, for let product of JSON response. So now we supposed to print log. Our object name is product dot title. We supposed to print product dot title, and afterwards we supposed to validate. How we can able to validate? Expect await response dot status dot to be. It should be 200, because all get request always provide the response status code as a 200. So now we are supposed to execute only for this particular test, save this particular test case, and again we can run it clear, and now we can able to run. So it's supposed to display all available product names from our S. It was displaying all the product names, it is displaying. So now for first one, the each title from each product, it was displaying the corresponding the title it has been displaying. The first one title name is uh, something. So fold sack number 1 backpack something is the same name only we can able to see. The last one we can able to check. The last one called something, the shirt casual cotton short. So now we can able to see the shirt casual cotton shirt. So it was displaying only the title only it was displaying. So this particular test is working fine. So now we can able to discuss one more case. The case is in this way, case 4. The case can be the case 4. We need to find out should be display each product. Okay, display each product from Fakestore API. Fakestore products, Fakestore API. From products, Fakestore API. It means, so from the list of product, array of products, we should display individual products we supposed to display. So how we can able to achieve this particular one means, again we need to write a one particular test. The test case name is in this way. What is the name of the test case means? Display each product from products Fakestore API. The products Fakestore API contains around some 20 products. So among 20 it has to display one by one. So we need to write async. The picture is request, and we supposed to write a arrow function. So now we can execute now. Await request REQ, the request dot get. We need to provide the endpoint. Either you can use single quote or double quote. So we need to provide the endpoint. This is the endpoint name. Once after providing the endpoint, it always returns a response object. From the response object, we should extract JSON. So it always returns a JSON response. From the JSON response, we can able to read one by one product. So again, you can use for loop for let product of JSON response. So now we can able to print log product. We can print product. Now we can able to validate, expect, await response, res response dot status. It should be always 200 only. Dot to be 200. So now we supposed to print the, in order to segregate each product, we can just provide a plus plus. Save this one and make this one only, because this is the only test only we supposed to make sure whether it is working fine or not. Again, go to terminal, execute our the current test case. So you can observe and see whether it has been displaying each product from the array of products. Yes, this test case is working perfectly fine. So now we should find out case 5. Find sum of all available prices from each product. So it means find sum of all available prices from each product. So currently we have 20 product. Each product is having a corresponding price. We should find the sum of all the prices. So we can able to say in simplest way, sum of all product prices, product price, sum of all product price. This is the one we're supposed to do. Yes, we can copy this one. We can start writing a one more test. Start writing the test case. So remove the only, because we are supposed to write a current test. Test dot only, comma async. So we need to provide a fixture as request, and we need supposed to make it as an arrow function. So in Playwright, each test is the representation of arrow function. The first one, await request dot get. So it always provides, we need to provide the endpoint URL, we need to provide endpoint. So it returns response. From this particular response, we can able to extract JSON. So we can store it in a variable. Constant JSON response. Now, so we need to find the sum of all the product prices. So first, declare in variable sum is equal to 0. Now write a for loop for let product of JSON response. So here we need to find out sum is equal to sum plus. So we need to find out product dot price. So again go to here, this is the price name, the same name only we are using, price. So now we can find out sum of price of all products. So that is the sum. So now we are supposed to do expect, await, response dot status dot to be 200. So now we have provided dot only. If we can execute, it's supposed to provide sum of all products. So it's giving the sum of price for all products are 3240.91. Some decimal digits it has provided. So save this particular one. So it represents, we can able to find out the sum of all the products. So now we need to find out. So it is showing. Okay, we need to find out among all available products. So if the category is jewelry, only those category only it's supposed to display. If category is jewelry, its title and its price should be displayed. So we need to write down use case. The case is 6. Display title and price of product for title title and price for product for category jewelry, for category as jewelry. Only for jewelry products we supposed to display title and price. So how we can able to achieve this particular one with respect to our Fakestore API? Yes, we can start writing one more API now. So test dot only, because we would like to run only the current APIs only. So what is the test case name? Display the title products of jewelry. The title and products. Now async, we can provide request fixture. So now we can start execute one by one. First await request dot get. We supposed to provide our endpoint. In our case, the endpoint, this is the endpoint. So this endpoint always returns response. From this particular response, await response.json. It returns constant JSON response object. So from the JSON response object, we have to display title and price of product, title and price of the product for the category as jewelry. So we can write a for loop for let product of JSON response So if product dot category, so we can see the spelling of the category, because if we can write, it won't execute properly. Category dot, we can write includes or equals category product.category dot includes 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 jewelry includes jewelry. If it contains jewelry, then so we should display console.log product.title and product.price we can able to display. Here we should provide a meaningful word product title and product price. Yes, we can able to display the product price and the product title and product price. After this particular one, so we can validate expect await response dot status of dot to be 200. So now we can validate now. We can execute this particular test now. Clear. So it should display the product and price of only for that particular category. So in order to make this particular output is more understandable, we can provide plus 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 symbol only. Okay, save this particular changes and again make it as a clear. So it has to provide the product title and product price for only for which one? The category jewelry only it's supposed to provide. How many it has provided? So the legendary Naga gold that is for price this much and solid gold petite. Okay, that is for 168. White gold that is plated. So again some amount. Okay, pierced all row something it's amount. So now it was displaying the product title and price of only for the category jewelry only we can able to display. So in this way we can do with respect to Fakestore API depending upon your need or criteria any values we can able to fetch we can able to validate. Thank you.